press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hello children, subject social science, topic our constitution, civics. In this class we study about lesson number 9, our constitution. In this class we study about the meaning, importance, framing and silent features of the constitution are explained. Okay, in this class we study about the meaning and importance of the constitution, and we discussed here the preamble of constitution, the silent features of the constitution and appreciate them. Understood? Okay, now we study about meaning of importance of the constitution. Meaning and importance. Importance of the constitution. Okay. Constitution. Constitution means, children, see here, what is the meaning of constitution? Constitution means a set of basic rules followed by country. What is the meaning of constitution, children? A set of basic rules. A set of basic rules followed by a country. Understood? Once again I will repeat here. Constitution means what, children? A set of basic rules. Basic rules which followed by a country. Basic rules followed by a country is called constitution. Understood? Once again I will repeat here. Now we discussed here meaning and importance of the constitution. Okay, see here, what is the meaning of constitution? It means a set of basic rules which followed by a country. It is called constitution. Okay, see here, it enumerates the organs of the government, its powers and functions. Understood? There is a reference to the rights and duties of the citizens. The constitution is a reference guide to the government. No one should violate. Okay, no one should violate the constitution. Understood? Once again, listen here. What is the meaning of constitution, children? It means a set of basic rules which followed by a country. Understood? Our constitution enumerates the organs of the government, its powers and functions. Understood? There is a reference to the rights and the duties of the citizens. The constitution is reference guide to the government. It guide to the government. No one should violate the constitution. It means it is a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic with a parliamentary system of government. Once again, listen here. It is a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic with a parliamentary system of government. Understood? The republic is governed in terms of the Constitution of India, which was adopted by the Constituent Assembly on 26th November 1949 and came into force on 26th January 1950. Understood, children? See here, with the people of India, isn't it? We are people of India having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic. Understood? And to secure to all its citizens. Understood, children? Once again, constitution means a set of basic rules which followed by a country. Here we see justice, social, economic and political, liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith and worship, equality of status and of opportunity, and to promote among them all, understood children, fraternity, assuring the dignity of the individual and the unity and integrity of the nation. In our Constituent Assembly, this 26th day of November 1949 do hereby adopt, enact and give to ourselves this Constitution, understood, and came into force on 26th January 1950. The day we celebrate Republic Day, understood. Next, we see here a document containing laws and rules, understood, which determine and describe the form of the government. It describes the form of the government. The relationship between the citizens and the government is called a constitution. Once again, listen here children, a document containing laws and rules which determine and describe the form of the government, understood. The relationship between the citizens and the government is called citizen. The relationship between the citizen and the government, it is called a constitution. The Constitution of India is the supreme law of India, isn't it? The Constitution of India is supreme law of India. The document lays down framework, understood, democratic fundamental political code, structure, procedures, powers and duties of government institution, and set out fundamental rights, directive principles and the duties of citizen. Understood children? Listen here. Now we study about the importance of the Constitution, isn't it? The Constitution is prominent. It is the fundamental law of country. Understood? Everyone has to adhere to it. Understood? Now we study about importance of the Constitution. Importance of the Constitution. Constitution is prominent. It is the fundamental law of the country. It is the fundamental law of the country. Understood? It is the fundamental law of the country. Everyone has to adhere it. Everyone has to adhere it. Okay. All people, including the president, the prime minister, parliamentarians, judges and officers are bound by it. Okay. Next, it protects our Constitution. It protects the rights of citizens. It protects the rights of citizens. All are equal before the law. Understood? It protects the rights of the citizens, and all are equal in front of the law. All are equal before the law. It functions as a reference guide to the duties to be performed by the government. It coordinates the functions of the democratic institutions such as legislature, executive and judiciary. What is this? It coordinates the functions of the democratic institutions. Which are these? Legislature, executive and judiciary. Understood? See here, the union government is mainly composed by the executive, the legislature and the judiciary. Once again, I will repeat here. The union government is mainly composed by the executive, the legislature and the judiciary, in which all powers are vested by the constitution. In the Prime Minister, Parliament and the Supreme Court. Understood, children? Once again, listen here. The union government is mainly composed of the executive, the legislature and the judiciary. Okay, in which all powers are vested by the constitution. In the Prime Minister, Parliament and the Supreme Court. Okay. See here, the doctrine of the separation of powers divides the institution of government in three branches. Understood? For example, see here, legislative, executive and judicial. Understood? Once again, listen here, the doctrine of the separation of power divides the institution of government in three branches: legislative, second one, executive and judicial. Understood? The legislature makes laws. The legislature makes laws. Legislature makes laws. The executive puts the laws into operation. Understood, children? The legislature makes laws. Okay? And then the executive puts the laws into operation. Third one is the judiciary interprets these laws. Interprets the laws. Once again, observe here. Here making laws who? Legislature. The legislature makes the laws. The executive put the laws into operation. The judiciary interprets or protects the laws. The judiciary interprets the laws. Okay, the separation of the judiciary is more distinct. Okay, see here. Next, it also organizes better relationship between the government and the individual or citizens. Understood? It also organizes better relationship between the government and the individual. See here, activity. Who is Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, children? Why do we look at him today at great respect? See here, Ambedkar was an Indian barrister and economist and a socio-political reformer. Once again, Ambedkar was an Indian barrister and economist and a socio-political reformer. Understood? We respect him today because he was the architect of the Indian Constitution. Who was the architect of the Indian Constitution? Dr. B.R. Ambedkar was the architect of the Indian Constitution. We respect him today. Why? Because he was the architect of the Indian Constitution. He was the president of Constituent Assembly. Understood? Of India. He was the president of Constituent Assembly of India. Ambedkar was known as the father of the Constitution of India. Understood? Who was the father of the Constitution of India? Ambedkar. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar was known as the father of the Constitution of India. Understood, children? Yes. Next we study about drafting. See here, drafting committee of the Constitution. Now we study about drafting committee. Drafting committee of the Constitution. Okay, the Constituent Assembly prepared the Constitution. The Constituent Assembly prepared our Constitution, prepared the our constitution. Okay, Dr. Rajendra Prasad was elected as its president. Understood? See here, Dr. Rajendra Prasad. Dr. Rajendra Prasad. Dr. Rajendra Prasad. He was elected as its president when he assembled met for the first time. Understood? When he assembled the first meeting or first assembly. When the assembly met for the first time, who was the president of this assembly? Dr. Rajendra Prasad was the president when the assembly met for the first time. Understood? See here, listen here. The Constituent Assembly prepared the Constitution. The Constituent Assembly prepared the Constitution. Dr. Rajendra Prasad was elected as its president when the assembly met for the first time. Okay, there were 299 members in the Constituent Assembly. How many members here? There were 299 members. 299 members in the Constituent Assembly. The first session was held on 9th December 1946. Understood? Once again, listen here. There were 299 members in the Constituent Assembly. The first session was held on 9th December 1949. Okay. Next we see here drafting committee. Drafting committee. In order to hasten the process of preparing the constitution, the assembly created various committees. It also created a drafting committee under the chairmanship of the Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, who was the chairman of the drafting committee, children. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar of the chairman of drafting committee. Understood? It also created a drafting committee under the chairmanship of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. The members of Constituent Assembly verified the draft constitution and proposed 2,473 amendments. The proposed amendments and the draft constitution were discussed in detail in the meeting of Constituent Assembly. Okay, hence it took 3 years for the constitution to have a final shape. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar was the Law Minister of India from 15th August 1947 to 26th January 1950. See here, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, chairman of the drafting committee. He was the chairman of the drafting committee. Is widely considered to be its chief architect, isn't it? He was the chief architect of our constitution. It imparts constitutional supremacy, not parliamentary supremacy, since it was created by a constituent assembly rather than parliament. Okay, and was adopted by its people with a declaration in its preamble. Parliament cannot override the constitution. Okay, it was adopted by the Constituent Assembly of India on 26th November 1949 and became effective on 26th January 1950. Once again, it was adopted by the Constituent Assembly of India. Our constitution was adopted by the Constituent Assembly of India on 26th November 1949 and became effective on 26th January 1950. 26th January 1950. Okay, the constitution replaced the Government of India Act 1935. Our constitution replaced the Government of India India Act 1935. India Act 1935 as the country's fundamental governing document, and the Dominion of India became the Republic of India. Understood? Once again listen here. The Constitution replaced the Government of India Act 1935 as the country fundamental governing document, and the Dominion of India became the Republic of India. India celebrates its Constitution on 26th January as Republic Day. Isn't it? We celebrated 26th January as Republic Day. Every year we celebrate 26th January as Republic Day. Isn't it? India celebrates its Constitution on 26th January as Republic Day. Okay. The Constitution declares, our Constitution declares a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic, assuring its citizens justice, isn't it, equality and liberty, and endeavors to promote fraternity. Understood? The original 1950 Constitution is presents. The original 1950 Constitution is preserved in a helium-filled case at the Parliament House in New Delhi. The words secular and socialist were added to the preamble in 1976 during the emergency. Next we see here, the Constitution was drafted by the Constituent Assembly, isn't it? The Constitution was drafted by the Constituent Assembly, which was elected members of the provincial assemblies. The 389 member assembly reduced to 299 after the partition of India. Understood? Took almost 3 years. It took almost 3 years to draft the Constitution, holding 11 sessions over a 165-day period. Okay, see here, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar was a wise constitutional expert. He was a wise constitutional expert. He had studied the constitution of about 60 countries. How many countries? He studied the constitutions of about 60 countries. And he became wise constitutional expert. Okay. Ambedkar, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, recognized as father of the Constitution of India. Who was the father of the Constitution of India, children? Dr. B.R. Ambedkar was father of the Constitution of India. Okay. See here, 6th December 1946, formation of the Constituent Assembly in accordance with the French practice. Understood? 9 December 1946, the first meeting was held in the Constitution Hall, now the Central Hall of Parliament House. 11 December 1946, the Assembly appointed Rajendra Prasad as its President. Understood? The Constituent Assembly appointed Rajendra Prasad as its President, isn't it? H.C. Mukherjee as its Vice Chairman and B.N. Rao as Constitutional Legal Advisor. 13 December 1946, what happened? An objective resolution was presented by Jawaharlal Nehru, laying down the underlying principles of the Constitution. This later became the preamble of Constitution. Understood? And then 22nd January 1947, objective resolution anonymously adopted. 22nd July 1947, national flag adopted. Okay. 15th August 1947, achieved independence. Isn't it? India split into the Dominion of India and Dominion of Pakistan. Understood? 29 August 1947, 15th August 1947 achieved independence. India split into the Dominion of India. 29 August 1947, drafting committee appointed with B.R. Ambedkar, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar as its chairman. 16 July 1948, elected the Vice President of Constituent Assembly. 26th November 1949, the Constitution of India was passed and adopted by the Assembly. Okay. 24 January 1950, last meeting of Constituent Assembly, the Constitution was signed and accepted. Okay. 26th January 1915, the Constitution came into force. Came into force. It means India, which was adopted by the Constituent Assembly and 26th November 1949 and came into force on 26th January 1950. The Indian Constitution came into force. Okay. Preamble of the Constitution. The Constitution, see here once again, the Constitution was adopted on January 26th, 1950. Isn't it? Our Constitution was adopted on on 26th January 1950. Isn't it? The Constitution declared India as a republic. Okay. In order to mark the adoption of Constitution, every year January 26th is marked as the Republic Day. We celebrate every day on January 26th, Republic Day. Understood? And it is a national festival. It is a national festival. On November 26th, every year the Constitutional Day is celebrated on November 26th. November 26th, on November 26th, every year the Constitutional Day, we celebrate Constitution Day. On November 26th, every year the Constitutional Day is celebrated. Constitutional Day. Once again, children, listen here. Every year, January 26th is marked, we celebrate the Republic Day, isn't it? And it is national festival also. On November 26th, every year the Constitutional Day is celebrated. As it was on November 26th, 1949, the Constitution was approved by the Constituent Assembly. Why we celebrate on November 26th every year the Constitutional Day, children? Because on November 26th, 1949, the Constitution was approved by the Constituent Assembly. That's why we celebrate on that day, November 26th, we celebrate Constitutional Day every year. We celebrate Republic Day and January 26th. Understood? Every year. January 26th, we celebrate every year the Republic Day. It is a national festival. And then on November 26th, every year we celebrate Constitutional Day. Because on November 26th, what happened? November 26th, 1949, the Constitution was approved by the Constituent Assembly. That's why that day we celebrate Constitutional Day. And then 26th January we celebrate Republic Day. Every year we celebrate Republic Day and it is a national festival. January 26th we celebrate Republic Day. January 26th we celebrate the Republic Day. It is a national festival. And November 26th every year we celebrate Constitutional Day, because on November 26th 1949 the Constitution was approved by Constituent Assembly. Understood, children? Okay, according to the directive of the Constitution, the first general election of India were held between 1951 to 52. The parliament with bicameral legislature, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha came into force in 1952. Size of our Constitution. The Constitution of India contains 395 articles and 12 schedules. ಅಂದರೆ ನಾವು ಇವಾಗ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು ನಮ್ಮ ಸಂವಿಧಾನದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಅಂದರೆ ಈ ಪಾಠದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಸಂವಿಧಾನದ ಅರ್ಥ, ಮಹತ್ವ, ರಚನೆ ಮತ್ತು ಅದರ ಮುಖ್ಯ ಲಕ್ಷಣಗಳನ್ನು ನಾವು ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಸಂವಿಧಾನದ ಅರ್ಥ ಮತ್ತು ಮಹತ್ವ. ಸಂವಿಧಾನ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು? ಸಂವಿಧಾನವೆಂದರೆ ಒಂದು ದೇಶವು ಅನುಸರಿಸುವಂತಹ ಮೂಲಭೂತ ಕಾನೂನು. ಅಂದರೆ ಒಂದು ದೇಶ ಅನುಸರಿಸುವಂತಹ, ಪಾಲಿಸುವಂತಹ ಮೂಲಭೂತ ಕಾನೂನನ್ನು ನಾವೇನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ? ಸಂವಿಧಾನ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ Constitution? It means a set of basic rules followed by a country. Understood? A set of basic rules followed by a country. It is called Constitution. It means ಒಂದು ದೇಶವು ಅನುಸರಿಸುವಂತಹ ಮೂಲಭೂತ ಕಾನೂನುಗಳನ್ನು ನಾವು ಸಂವಿಧಾನ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಸಂವಿಧಾನವೆಂದರೆ ಒಂದು ದೇಶವು ಅನುಸರಿಸುವ ಮೂಲಭೂತ ಕಾನೂನು. ದಟ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ಅದು ನಮ್ಮ ಸಂವಿಧಾನವು ಸರ್ಕಾರದ ಅಂಗಗಳು. ಅಂದರೆ ಸರ್ಕಾರದಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ಯಾವ ಅಂಗಗಳು ಇರಬೇಕು, ಯಾವ ಯಾವ ಅಂಗಗಳಿಗೆ ಅದರದೇ ಆದಂತಹ ಪ್ರತ್ಯೇಕ ಕಾರ್ಯಗಳು ಕೂಡ ನೀಡಲಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅವುಗಳ ಅಧಿಕಾರ ಮತ್ತು ಕಾರ್ಯಗಳನ್ನು ನಿರೂಪಿಸಲಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸಂವಿಧಾನದಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಜೆಗಳ ಹಕ್ಕು ಮತ್ತು ಕರ್ತವ್ಯಗಳ ಉಲ್ಲೇಖವನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಮಾಡಲಾಗಿದೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಶದ ಪ್ರಜೆಗಳಿಗೆ ಹಕ್ಕುಗಳನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ನೀಡಲಾಗಿದೆ, ಅದರ ಜೊತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಕರ್ತವ್ಯಗಳನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಪಡಿಸಲಾಗಿದೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಹಕ್ಕುಗಳು ಯಾವುವು, ನಾವು ದೇಶಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಮಾಡುವಂತಹ ಕರ್ತವ್ಯಗಳು ಯಾವ್ಯಾವು ಎಂಬುದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಸಂವಿಧಾನದಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಬಹುದು. ಸಂವಿಧಾನವು ಸರ್ಕಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾರ್ಗಸೂಚಿಯಾಗಿದೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸರ್ಕಾರವನ್ನು ನಡೆಸಬೇಕು, ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಯಾವ ಕೆಲಸಗಳನ್ನು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ನಿರ್ವಹಿಸಬೇಕು, ಅಧಿಕಾರವನ್ನು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಹಂಚಿಕೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಎಲ್ಲವನ್ನೂ ಕೂಡ ಸರ್ಕಾರದ ಮಾರ್ಗಸೂಚಿ ಯಾವುದಂದರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಸಂವಿಧಾನ. ಸಂವಿಧಾನ ಸರ್ಕಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾರ್ಗಸೂಚಿ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತದೆ. ಸಂವಿಧಾನದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಸದಸ್ಯರು ಇರಬೇಕು, ಎಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ಕಾರದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಸದಸ್ಯರು ಇರಬೇಕು, ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ನಮ್ಮ ಸಂವಿಧಾನದಲ್ಲಿ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಪಡಿಸಲಾಗಿದೆ. ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ ಸಂವಿಧಾನವು ಸರ್ಕಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾರ್ಗಸೂಚಿಯಾಗಿರುತ್ತದೆ. ಸಂವಿಧಾನವನ್ನು ಯಾರೂ ಕೂಡ ಉಲ್ಲಂಘನೆ ಮಾಡುವಂತಿಲ್ಲ, ಉಲ್ಲಂಘಿಸುವಂತಿಲ್ಲ. ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್? ಸಂವಿಧಾನವು ದೇಶದ ಮೂಲಭೂತ ಕಾನೂನು ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ, ನಮ್ಮ ಸಂವಿಧಾನ ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಶದ ಮೂಲಭೂತ ಕಾನೂನು ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಅದು ತುಂಬ ಮಹತ್ವದ್ದಾಗಿದೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ತುಂಬ ಬದ್ಧರಾಗಿರಬೇಕು, ಗೌರವವನ್ನು ನಾವು ನೀಡಬೇಕು. ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರಪತಿ, ಪ್ರಧಾನಮಂತ್ರಿ, ಸಂಸತ್ ಸದಸ್ಯರು ಇರಬಹುದು, ನ್ಯಾಯಾಧೀಶರು, ಅಧಿಕಾರಿ ವರ್ಗ ಹಾಗೂ ದೇಶದ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ, ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬ ಪ್ರಜೆಯೂ ಕೂಡ ಸಂವಿಧಾನದ ಪಾಲನೆಯನ್ನ ಕಟ್ಟುನಿಟ್ಟಾಗಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ಸಂವಿಧಾನದ ಪಾಲನೆ ಮಾಡಲು ಕಟಿಬದ್ಧರಾಗಿರಬೇಕು. ಕಾನೂನಿನ ಎದುರು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಸಮಾನರು. ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ಯಾವುದೇ ಜಾತಿ, ಧರ್ಮ, ಭೇದ ಭಾವ ಮಾಡದೆ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬರೂ ಕೂಡ, ನಮ್ಮ ಭಾರತದ ಎಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಜೆಗಳು ಕೂಡ ಕಾನೂನಿನ ಎದುರು ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ಸಮಾನರು ಎಂಬ ಸೂತ್ರವನ್ನು ಎತ್ತಿ ಹಿಡಿದು ಪ್ರಜೆಗಳ ಹಕ್ಕುಗಳನ್ನು ನಮ್ಮ ಸಂವಿಧಾನ ರಕ್ಷಿಸುತ್ತದೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, ಸರ್ಕಾರ ನಿರ್ವಹಿಸಬೇಕಾದ ಕಾರ್ಯಗಳಿಗೆ, ಅಂದರೆ ಯಾವ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಅಧಿಕಾರದಲ್ಲಿರುತ್ತೆ ಆ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಯಾವ ಕಾರ್ಯಗಳನ್ನು ನಿರ್ವಹಿಸಬೇಕು ಎಂಬ ಮಾರ್ಗಸೂಚಿಯಾಗಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಸಂವಿಧಾನ ಕಾರ್ಯ ನಿರ್ವಹಿಸುತ್ತದೆ. ಸರ್ಕಾರದ ಅಂಗಗಳಾದ ಶಾಸಕಾಂಗ, ಕಾರ್ಯಾಂಗ ಹಾಗೂ ನ್ಯಾಯಾಂಗ, ಇದು ಸರ್ಕಾರದ ಪ್ರಮುಖ 3 ಅಂಗಗಳು. ಯಾವ್ಯಾವುದು? ಶಾಸಕಾಂಗ, ಕಾರ್ಯಾಂಗ ಮತ್ತು ನ್ಯಾಯಾಂಗ. ಇವು 3 ಪ್ರಮುಖ ಅಂಗಗಳು, ನಮ್ಮ ಸರ್ಕಾರದ ಪ್ರಮುಖ ಅಂಗಗಳು. ಕಾರ್ಯಗಳನ್ನು ನಿರ್ದೇಶಿಸಿ ಇವುಗಳ ನಡುವೆ ಸಮನ್ವಯ ಸಾಧಿಸಲು ನೆರವಾಗುತ್ತದೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಸಂವಿಧಾನ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಅಂಗಕ್ಕೂ ಕೂಡ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯವನ್ನ ನೀಡಿದೆ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ಶಾಸಕಾಂಗ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಶಾಸಕಾಂಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಶಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರುವಂತಹ ಶಾಸನಗಳನ್ನ ರಚನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಯಾರು? ಶಾಸಕಾಂಗದಲ್ಲಿರುವಂತಹ ಸದಸ್ಯರು ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಶಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರುವಂತಹ ಅವಶ್ಯಕವಾಗಿರುವಂತಹ ಶಾಸನಗಳನ್ನ, ನಿರ್ಧಾರಗಳನ್ನ, ಶಾಸನಗಳನ್ನ ಅವರು ರಚನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಇವರು ಶಾಸನಗಳನ್ನು ಅಷ್ಟೇ ರಚನೆ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಇದನ್ನ ಕಾರ್ಯರೂಪಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾರು ತರ್ತಾರೆ? ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಾಂಗಕ್ಕೆ ನೀಡಲಾಗಿದೆ. ಶಾಸಕಾಂಗದಲ್ಲಿರುವವರು ಶಾಸನಗಳನ್ನ ರಚನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ರಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿರುವಂತಹ ಶಾಸನಗಳನ್ನ ಯಾರು ಕಾರ್ಯರೂಪಕ್ಕೆ ತರ್ತಾರೆ? ಕಾರ್ಯಾಂಗದಲ್ಲಿರುವಂತಹ ಸದಸ್ಯರು. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕಾರ್ಯಾಂಗವು ಈ ಶಾಸನಗಳನ್ನ ಕಾರ್ಯರೂಪಕ್ಕೆ ತರ್ತಾರೆ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ಇವಾಗ ಒಂದು ಕಾನೂನನ್ನ ಹೊರಡಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ಹೆಲ್ಮೆಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಧರಿಸಲೇಬೇಕು ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಈ ಶಾಸನವನ್ನ ರಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ಯಾರು? ಶಾಸಕಾಂಗ. ಆದ್ರೆ ಇದೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ಪಾಲಿಸಬೇಕು ಎಂದು ಕಾನೂನನ್ನ ಜಾರಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ಯಾರು? ಕಾರ್ಯಾಂಗ. ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬರು ಹೆಲ್ಮೆಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಧರಿಸಲೇಬೇಕು. ಆ ಕಾನೂನು ರಚಿಸಿರುವಂತಹ ಶಾಸಕಾಂಗ ರಚಿಸಿರುವಂತಹ ಶಾಸನವನ್ನ ಕಾರ್ಯರೂಪಕ್ಕೆ ತಂದಿದ್ಯಾರು? ಕಾರ್ಯಾಂಗ. ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್? ಅಂಡ್ ಈಗ ಕಾನೂನು ಜಾರಿಯಾಗಿದೆ. ನ್ಯಾಯಾಂಗದ ಕೆಲಸವೇನು? ಆ ಕಾನೂನನ್ನ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? ಕಡ್ಡಾಯವಾಗಿ ಪಾಲಿಸಬೇಕು. ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ? ನಮಗೆ ದಂಡವನ್ನ ವಿಧಿಸ್ತಾರೆ. ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯವನ್ನ ನ್ಯಾಯಾಂಗ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಶಾಸಕಾಂಗ ಶಾಸನಗಳನ್ನ ರಚಿಸುತ್ತೆ, ಕಾರ್ಯಾಂಗ ಆ ಶಾಸನಗಳನ್ನ ಕಾರ್ಯರೂಪಕ್ಕೆ ತರುತ್ತೆ. ಕಾರ್ಯರೂಪಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದಿರುವಂತಹ ಶಾಸನ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕಾರ್ಯಾಂಗ ಕಾರ್ಯರೂಪಕ್ಕೆ ತಂದಿರುವಂತಹ ಕಾನೂನನ್ನ ನಮ್ಮ ನ್ಯಾಯಾಂಗ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ? ರಕ್ಷಿಸುತ್ತೆ, ಪ್ರೊಟೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್? ಕಾರ್ಯಗಳನ್ನ ನಿರ್ದೇಶಿಸಿ ಇವುಗಳ ನಡುವೆ ಸಮನ್ವಯವನ್ನ ಸಾಧಿಸಲು ನಮ್ಮ ಸಂವಿಧಾನ ನೆರವಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸಂವಿಧಾನವು ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಮತ್ತು ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗಳ ನಡುವೆ ಉತ್ತಮ ಸಂಬಂಧಗಳನ್ನ ಏರ್ಪಡಿಸುತ್ತದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸಿ ಹಿಯರ್, ಭಾರತದ ಸಂವಿಧಾನ ರಚನಾ ಸಭೆ. ಭಾರತದ ಸಂವಿಧಾನವನ್ನ ಸಂವಿಧಾನ ರಚನಾ ಸಭೆ ಎಂಬ ವಿಶೇಷ ಸಭೆಯು ಸಿದ್ಧಪಡಿಸಿತು. ನಮ್ಮ ಭಾರತ ಸಂವಿಧಾನವನ್ನ ಯಾರು ರಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು? ಅಷ್ಟು ದೊಡ್ಡದಾಗಿರುವಂತಹ ಸಂವಿಧಾನವನ್ನ ಯಾರು ರಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಭಾರತದ ಸಂವಿಧಾನವನ್ನ ರಚನೆ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರನೇ ಒಂದು ಸಭೆಯನ್ನ ರಚನೆ ಮಾಡಲಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಸಭೆ ಯಾವುದು? ಸಂವಿಧಾನ ರಚನಾ ಸಭೆ. ಯಾವುದದು? ಸಂವಿಧಾನ ರಚನಾ ಸಭೆ. ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಯೆಂಟ್ ಅಸೆಂಬ್ಲಿ. Understood, children? Drafting committee of the Constitution. Drafting committee of the Constitution. Okay, see here, ಭಾರತದ ಸಂವಿಧಾನವನ್ನ ಸಂವಿಧಾನ ರಚನಾ ಸಭೆ ಎಂಬ ವಿಶೇಷ ಸಭೆಯು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ? ಸಿದ್ಧಪಡಿಸಿದೆ. ಈ ಸಭೆಯ ಸದಸ್ಯರು ಅದರ ಪ್ರಥಮ ಅಧಿವೇಶನದಲ್ಲಿ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಸಂವಿಧಾನ ರಚನಾ ಸಭೆಯ ಮೊದಲನೇ ಅಧಿವೇಶನ ನಡೆಯುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಮೊದಲನೆಯ ಅಧಿವೇಶನದ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷತೆಯನ್ನ ಯಾರು ವಹಿಸಿದ್ರು? ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ರಾಜೇಂದ್ರ ಪ್ರಸಾದ್ ರವರನ್ನ ಅದರ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರನ್ನಾಗಿ, ಈ ಸಭೆಯ ಸದಸ್ಯರು ಯಾರಾಗಿದ್ರು? ಅದರ ಪ್ರಥಮ ಅಧಿವೇಶನದಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಥಮ ಸದಸ್ಯರು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಸಭೆಯ ಸದಸ್ಯರು ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ರಾಜೇಂದ್ರ ಪ್ರಸಾದ್ ರವರನ್ನ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರನ್ನಾಗಿ ಆಯ್ಕೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಈ ಸಭೆಯ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರು ಯಾರಾಗಿದ್ರು? ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ರಾಜೇಂದ್ರ ಪ್ರಸಾದ್. ಸಂವಿಧಾನ ರಚನಾ ಸಭೆಯ ಸದಸ್ಯರು ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರು ಯಾರಾಗಿದ್ರು? ಮೊದಲನೇ ಅಧಿವೇಶನದಲ್ಲಿ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ರಾಜೇಂದ್ರ ಪ್ರಸಾದ್ ರವರನ್ನ ಅದರ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರನ್ನಾಗಿ ಆಯ್ಕೆ ಮಾಡಲಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಸಂವಿಧಾನ ಸಭೆಯಲ್ಲಿ 299 ಮಂದಿ ಸದಸ್ಯರಿದ್ರು. ಡಿಸೆಂಬರ್ 9, 1946ರಲ್ಲಿ ಅದರ ಪ್ರಥಮ ಅಧಿವೇಶನ ನಡೆಯುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾವಾಗ ಪ್ರಥಮ ಅಧಿವೇಶನ ನಡೆಯುತ್ತೆ? ಡಿಸೆಂಬರ್ 9, 1946ರಲ್ಲಿ ಅದರ ಪ್ರಥಮ ಅಧಿವೇಶನ ನಡೆಯುತ್ತೆ. ಕರಡು ಸಮಿತಿ. ಸಂವಿಧಾನ ರಚನಾ ಸಭೆಯು ತನ್ನ ಕಾರ್ಯವನ್ನ ಚುರುಕುಗೊಳಿಸುವ ಉದ್ದೇಶದಿಂದ ಕೆಲವು ಸಮಿತಿಗಳನ್ನ ರಚಿಸಿತ್ತು. ಅಲ್ಲದೆ ಸಂವಿಧಾನದ ಕರಡು ಪ್ರತಿಯನ್ನ ಸಿದ್ಧಪಡಿಸಲು ಸಂವಿಧಾನ ಕರಡು ಸಮಿತಿಯನ್ನು ನೇಮಿಸಲಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಈ ಸಮಿತಿಯ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರು ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ BR. ಕರಡು ಸಮಿತಿಯ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರು ಯಾರು? ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ BR ಅಂಬೇಡ್ಕರ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸಿ ಹಿಯರ್, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸದಸ್ಯರು ಸಂವಿಧಾನದ ಕರಡು ಪ್ರತಿಯನ್ನ ಪರಿಶೀಲಿಸಿ 2473 ತಿದ್ದುಪಡಿಗಳನ್ನ ಅವರು ಸೂಚಿಸ್ತಾರೆ. ಕರಡು ಸಂವಿಧಾನ ಮತ್ತು ತಿದ್ದುಪಡಿಗಳನ್ನು ಸಂವಿಧಾನ ರಚನಾ ಸಭೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ವಿವರವಾಗಿ ಚರ್ಚಿಸಲಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಹೀಗೆ ಸಂವಿಧಾನಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂತಿಮ ರೂಪವನ್ನು ನೀಡಲು ಎಷ್ಟು ವರ್ಷಗಳು ಬೇಕಾಯಿತು? 3 ವರ್ಷಗಳು ಬೇಕಾಯಿತು. ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಅಂಬೇಡ್ಕರ್ 15/8/1947ರಿಂದ 26/1/1950 ಅವಧಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ಕಾನೂನು ಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳಾಗಿ ಇದ್ರು. ಭಾರತದ ಸಂವಿಧಾನವನ್ನ ಜನವರಿ 26, 1950 ಜಾರಿಗೊಳಿಸಲಾಯಿತು. ಈ ಸಂವಿಧಾನ ಪ್ರತಿ ವರ್ಷ ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಜನವರಿ 26ರಂದು ಗಣರಾಜ್ಯೋತ್ಸವವನ್ನು ಆಚರಣೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ರಿಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ ಡೇ ಅನ್ನು ಆಚರಣೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಹೌದಲ್ವಾ? ಈ ಸಂವಿಧಾನವು ಭಾರತವನ್ನ ಗಣರಾಜ್ಯವೆಂದು ಘೋಷಣೆ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಅದರ ನೆನಪಿಗಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಪ್ರತಿ ವರ್ಷವೂ ಜನವರಿ 26ರಂದು ಗಣರಾಜ್ಯೋತ್ಸವವನ್ನು ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರೀಯ ಹಬ್ಬವಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಆಚರಿಸ್ತೇವೆ, ಹೌದಲ್ವಾ? ಪ್ರತಿ ವರ್ಷವೂ ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಜನವರಿ 26ರಂದು ಗಣರಾಜ್ಯೋತ್ಸವವನ್ನ ಆಚರಿಸ್ತೀವಿ. ಅವತ್ತೇನಾಗಿತ್ತು? ನಮ್ಮ ಭಾರತವನ್ನ ಗಣರಾಜ್ಯವೆಂದು ಘೋಷಣೆಯನ್ನ ಮಾಡಲಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಅವತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ಸಂವಿಧಾನವೂ ಕೂಡ ಜಾರಿಗೆ ಬಂದಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಜನವರಿ 26, 1950ರಂದು ನಮ್ಮ ಸಂವಿಧಾನ ಜಾರಿಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಸಂವಿಧಾನವು ಭಾರತವನ್ನ ಗಣರಾಜ್ಯವೆಂದು ಅವತ್ತು ಘೋಷಣೆ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಅದರ ನೆನಪಿಗಾಗಿ ಪ್ರತಿ ವರ್ಷ ಜನವರಿ 26ರಂದು ನಾವು ಗಣರಾಜ್ಯೋತ್ಸವವನ್ನ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರೀಯ ಹಬ್ಬವನ್ನಾಗಿ ಆಚರಿಸ್ತೀವಿ. ಪ್ರತಿ ವರ್ಷ ನವೆಂಬರ್ 26ರಂದು ಸಂವಿಧಾನ ದಿನವೆಂದು ನಾವು ಆಚರಣೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಸಂವಿಧಾನಕ್ಕೆ ಅಧಿಕೃತಿ ಒಪ್ಪಿಗೆ ನೀಡಿದ ದಿನವಾಗಿದೆ. ಆದ್ರಿಂದ ನವೆಂಬರ್ 26ರಂದು ಸಂವಿಧಾನ ದಿನವನ್ನ ನಾವು ಆಚರಣೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವತ್ತು ಪೂರ್ತಿಯಾಗಿ ನಮ್ಮ ನವೆಂಬರ್ 26ರಂದು ನಮ್ಮ ಸಂವಿಧಾನ ಪೂರ್ತಿಯಾಗಿ ರಚನೆ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಬಟ್ ಜಾರಿಗೆ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೆ ಯಾವಾಗ? ಜನವರಿ 26, 1950. ಅವತ್ತು ನಾವು ಗಣರಾಜ್ಯೋತ್ಸವವನ್ನು ಆಚರಿಸ್ತೀವಿ. ನವೆಂಬರ್ 26ರಂದು ನಾವು ಸಂವಿಧಾನ ದಿನವನ್ನು ಆಚರಿಸ್ತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್.